An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own.
November 11th, 2019, in Fort Worth, Texas, SuperM kicked off their We Are the Future live concert, which is a 10-stop North American tour, 9 of which are in the United States. And in the process of performing at that venue, which is a 14,000-seater multi-purpose arena, they are the third act to do anything there. So not only are they just making history existing, they're making history with the venues they select. I'm looking forward to doing this doing this concert recap, and you're gonna hear it in different volumes and different bits because it's being filmed at various times throughout the experience. So let me give you a recap first.
You're tuned into an album a day. Show start.
Relentless. That's the best word I can use. For an hour and a half, 7 gentlemen gave an onslaught worth of a performance. The actual set list was 18 songs long, and that includes solos as well as a duet, which is absolutely necessary, and the introduction of songs that are going to be on an album that hasn't even been scheduled for release yet. But relentless. There's literally no other word that comes to mind first. They start the entire performance with I Can't Stand the Rain, which is little to no shock because that's how they've been starting showcases since their debut just a few weeks ago. But you jump into solos for Taemin and then Taeyong. You have a group song together again, then another solo. It was a very, very well put together set list, and these are gentlemen who come from groups that are extremely established and are known for having a lot of choreography, a lot of charisma, a lot of color on the stage, and they brought it. They freaking brought it. I don't understand how nobody was close to passing out. I was expecting far more lip syncing than what I actually experienced. A lot of them came with their chops ready to do what needed to be done, and that was to gain the interest of those in attendance, hold it, and keep us anticipating more. It was insane. Oh yeah, post-concert magic. Can you please tell the lovely listeners who you are?
I am Jenny Bennett.
She's my friend. No. So, Jenny, I have a voice, you have a voice.
Still, amazingly.
So that means we survived.
Yes.
What did you think of their first showcase?
You know, it was incredible. It's beyond my expectations.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
It was so loud in there, though. It was louder than all the 3 BTS concerts I went to.
Yes.
It was loud in there.
Insanely.
Everyone showed up for it.
The real cool thing to me was seeing all of the light sticks change accordingly for whoever's group was on stage. I mean, the member from the group on stage.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I saw one guy with like 5 light sticks.
Yeah, I saw a girl with 5. What was your 2 favorite moments?
Okay, Lucas. Just him.
Just him existing.
Period.
His solo stage was dope.
It was amazing.
And what's your second favorite?
And I really like that other Dangerous Woman song that they did. That was so
You guys,
fun.
they did a new song. They did a new song called Dangerous Woman, and it starts with a 4-part a cappella harmony. Sickening. I wish you could see her face right now. She's just shaking her head like, It's everything. Can you please tell everyone what you thought about the concert, the showcase?
Kai is the freaking devil.
What were your 2 favorite moments?
Besides Kai being the devil,
Yeah.
Mark.
And?
Everything about Mark.
My 2 favorite moments. Oh, Jesus. My first favorite moment, honest to goodness, was Baekhyun solo. Seeing his grown man swag. It was so sexy. He looked so expensive. I felt so broke. But his vocals are wonderful. And he slapped the crap out of that high note and chopping. And then my second favorite part, I thought it would be Baby Don't Stop, but it was really Taeyong solo and No Manners. That was brutal. That was absolutely brutal, and it made me so happy. Yeah. So
In case you were wondering, Taeyong is devil number 2.
He is a creature. We've established that he's not from this planet.
And then Baekhyun saying Unvillage, and
Yes.
I was so thoroughly pleased about the fact of just
It was so
his
good.
voice, kid you not, sounds like the type of music that you cut on when it's just like you and your husband
Yes.
in the house.
Exactly.
And I'm like, fixing to make some kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you guys. Yeah, Kai impregnated me. Yeah.
You're shirtless. Let's just start with
A
that.
blazer and nothing
Blazer
else.
and nothing else, and jeans so tight. I don't know why he was even wearing them.
He had on real tight jeans, and yet I'm still walking away induced with triplets, and it's all his fault. There's a part in the choreography for his solo where he kicks. He kicked so hard that his hat came off his head like it didn't even want to be a part of it.
Boy is not even the spawn of Satan. He is Satan on earth. Satan on earth. He sang a song where the key word was confession, and he was like, I need to go to confession.
We totally believe it, because now we need to go. So yeah, it was good. I'm going to grab a couple more of our friends and see what they thought about it, so I can get there fresh out of the audience reaction, and then I'll give my clean recap in just a moment. I'm still kicking myself because when I was in Korea, there was a pop-up shop for SuperM to get, the fans there interested. Not that they weren't aware of what was going on, but I mean, come on, the group is not marketed to them primarily. It's marketed to the Western consumer. And I had all intentions of going, but I really wanted to make sure to have all the details ready for the NCT NCT special episode. And there was no way I would have been able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And I'm like, well, the merchandise is going to be the same. So it makes no sense for me to go over here and get this stuff and then come to America with it. And then people are like, oh, your merchandise is cute. And I'm like, oh, I got it from Korea. Like, nobody would have known. But doggone it, I regret not doing it because I know for a fact at the pop-up, it was cheaper than it was there last night. That doggone light stick. Okay, we've seen the light stick, and if you haven't, it's Googleable at this point. It's a Swanky M, and it's on a black stand, the black body or whatnot. And I'm like, okay, grab a friend, let's go and look at the merch, see if there's something we could buy. No, there was nothing that I, the one holding this wallet, could buy. The light stick was $60, and I just left the country of $25.99 light sticks, and I couldn't. But I also couldn't get like a beanie because a beanie was $30 for it to be all black just to say SuperM. Like, stop yourself in 2019 and beyond. A t-shirt, $45. They had this dope jacket, and I'm not gonna deny this jacket is lit, but it was like $60 or $75, and I just can't. They had some buttons, they had some stickers, they had a silicone wristband, and I have silicone wristbands for GOT7. I'm like, okay, I'll get that. That's $10. I'm not getting nothing. This album was enough. I'm pleased with it. I have a physical copy. It's great. And that's going to be the source of my happiness and my joy because I'm broke. I'm not giving y'all nothing else. The concert tickets were extremely reasonable in price. And the tour dates, they have tour dates in November, and they skip December, and then they come back to North America in January and February, and I'm like, I got frequent flyer miles. Maybe I can go fly and see them in Los Angeles or something. But what I won't do is pay full price for one of them thingamabobas that, I mean, it's just, you ever just seen something wrong and you know it's wrong, but you like, oh, I want it, because it, like, no, this isn't it. Like, I don't encourage this. I encourage you going on gmarket.com or Amazon and finding something else of theirs from the first month of their debut. They only debuted October 4th. I'm sure you can find some other cool things, some banners or whatnot, because I don't recommend purchasing that on the tour. This is a group made up of men in other groups. Them light sticks add up, okay? Unless you just like collecting them, and they're not a temporary group. I know someone's listening to this now like, well, I mean, they just a little concept project anyway. They are not a project. They are not a project because they already have the next album songs already completed. We heard them last night. So, already having that ready to go for this tour, and hopefully they release this album promptly on February 6, 2020 after they finish their stage in Vancouver, Canada, because my body is ready, but it's not ready for that merchandise. You're not gonna do me like this. You're not gonna do my wallet like this. Alrighty, can you please tell everyone who you are?
I'm Amy.
Is she my friend? Amy, what did you think of the showcase?
It was awesome. I had a lot of fun.
You actually got a little bit of a voice. Voices. Okay, all right. Quietly tell me, what were your two favorite parts of the showcase? She's dying. I love it.
Baby, don't stop, and confession.
If y'all can see her face, it's great. Yeah, I thought Baby Don't Stop was gonna be like everything for me, but No Manners did it. Yeah. And I was in the restroom when the first three notes of Baby Don't Stop came, and I was washing my hands. Usain bolted back towards my seat.
Kid you not, when that song came on, I was like, where the fuck is Ashley?
I was running. I had to pedal. I had waited for Too Fast. I'm like, okay, that's not my jam, so I can go potty. I had been holding it since we got in the building. So, yeah, good stuff. So she's got a fiber of a voice. It's great. There was, oh God, that was a deep voice of embarrassment. There was a moment, we weren't even in the concert very long at this point. We did I Can't Stand the Rain, and I had the enthusiasm that I've been talking about on social media about seeing Taeyong, leader of NCT and lead rapper in this group, as well as, you can't tell me he's not the intentional visual. I don't care. He had a solo. He was the fourth. Technically by order, he was the third, but the fourth song to be performed. So you had I Can't Stand the Rain, and you had Danger by Taemin, which was absolutely dangerous. He got up there, put on a Michael Jackson-esque hat, hit a pose, killed up everything. It was so wonderful. And then he did Goodbye. But after that, someone comes on stage. They're in these dope jeans, this big jacket. They got a ball cap on and a mask. And I'm like, okay, the light sticks, as we mentioned earlier, they changed colors. It was so wonderful. The light sticks of every single fandom. Anyone who brought a shiny light stick, a EXO light stick, a NCT light stick, which of course also constitutes for Wavy, because Wavy is a division of NCT. Or if they had the SuperM one, the entire facility, anyone who had one in their hands, it would change appropriate fandom colors for the member who was performing or to enhance the song. So like, it's really cool that they can control the light sticks just by the influence of music, but it's also creepy because what if you didn't know your light stick could like change colors like that? So, the entire audience, the colors at first were like blue and then a hue of pink in celebration of Taemin solos and whatnot, as well as the color for NCT. Theirs is a reddish pinkish. It's more pink than red. Well, the whole audience turned red at this point, And this guy, he's standing there on stage, not doing that. The music hasn't like fully dropped yet or anything. He lifts the mask, and I just see the epic beauty of Taeyong's face. And I go, ooh. And he puts the mask back on. He saunters forward a little bit. He slides it up and goes, yeah, or woo, something of the sort. It was not a word. That much I know. And my knees decided that was the time to just buckle, and I was out of there. I fell in my aisle. I am... It's the most embarrassing, stupid thing to say, but because I did a live tweet thread of this on Twitter, I mean, obviously, if it's a live tweet, it's Twitter. But I did a live thread of all this, and I acknowledged that I fell out, and I would explain why. I think it was just hearing his voice. Like, I've seen him with NCT. I'm historically known for calling him a vampire, as well as talking about him activating himself. I saw him with 2018, when it was all 18 of the NCT members, before Wavy even debuted. And he still dominated the stage. His stage set was sickening. It was all red with this strobing video camcorder aspect in the middle of the stage. And definitely NCT-esque. It definitely was, because I still can't get over their Dream Concert 2018 stage. Oh my God, it was so, oh my God, it was so dope. And to see that they still do that, like, what's the best way to explain it? Like, just imagine that, like, you're fast forwarding or recording or rewinding a recording, and you can see the ribbons of the process streaking across the screen and whatnot. He had a dual screen, so he was walking down the stage or whatnot, and it was two of him on both sides of him just bopping, like, oh my God, it was lit. And somebody had to show me a video of the part I missed when I hit the flow. Then they did Supercar, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I almost died. Now you want me to go vroom like a black cart? Like, okay, fine. So they hit Supercar, and then they do a little bit of talking to us, and there is video on my Twitter account. And shout out to the Megwalas, who are just the best fandom a little horsewoman such as myself could have. And fans of Wavy, fans of EXO, fans of NCT, fans of SHINee stopping by my Jinju Hallyu Fever Twitter account just to see all the insanity going on. Oh my God. Yeah, we get ready for that, and then all the gentlemen are introducing themselves. In this video that I have, they're all doing their introductions in English, straight up Korean, or a mix of Konglish. And then it gets to Kai, and my camera just rattles with, like, the fear of 1,000 warriors charging towards, because everyone was screaming so loud, including myself, that, like, the camera just rattled in fear. Oh my God, he's everything. Then 10 got up and did Dream in a Dream and New Heroes. It was so, it was absolutely wonderful. Lucas had a solo. His song was lit. His stage was basically him dancing to the magic of himself. It was so light-skinned. Oh, he has such F-boy tendencies, I swear. And then Baekhyun, our growing in confidence oldest member, leader, he did Betcha, which is my jam from his recently released solo project. And he did Unvillage, or if it's confusing for you, UN Village. He was in all white on stage, and he was just in some jeans, a t-shirt, a jacket, some boots, and was just vibing. His vocal control, like, it's not my first time seeing him, but man, did he shine all by himself. His voice, like, oh yeah, his voice is everything. And then they got out, like, we're all recovering from the excitement and whatnot, and there's a quick video provided for us, and there was a hell of a video introduction. Like, I actually do want to own this concert DVD. They come from under the ground with this 4-part harmony to a song we've never heard before, and it's called Dangerous Woman. I promise you, I promise you that's going to be a win on their upcoming album. We don't have a release date. We didn't know we were going to hear new music. It was not alluded to whatsoever. Dangerous Woman slaps. It's beautiful. They kick it off with a cappella, and then The Creature does a verse, and then I don't remember who was after that because I was still trying to recover from that vocal harmony in the back. I think a slab of bacon follows up, or he like dominates the chorus. I'm not sure. Devil Dancer just... That's Kai. Devil Dancer did some, I don't know. Mr. NCT just looked happy to be on stage. Perfect 10, aka Taman's lovely son. I don't remember everybody's parts. I just don't. I just remember them coming out of that stage, hitting those harmonies, and it was jolting because we've not seen. That's something you see with EXO, okay? That's something you see with EXO. That's something you see with SHINee. We've not seen the other members, unless you went to NCT's concert, their concert last year. You've not seen them all get together and do harmonies, and it was clear. It was solid. It was distinctly SuperM sound, though. That's the part that was mind-blowing. They came under that floor and said what they had to say in a lovely song, and I'm like, I'll be a dangerous woman, sure. I can totally embrace that. Oh, my stomach is growling. It's almost as if it's paranoid of what's about to happen next. All right, so I got Best Friend. Best Friend, what did you think of the concert? The showcase, I mean.
I thought it was freaking phenomenal and fantastic. It was a lot better than I thought it was probably going to be. Because
I love that everyone is saying that. Why did you say that?
It's not like they're all great artists individually, and I knew they were going to be great performing together.
Yeah.
But I think because it was just one album and I didn't know what kind of side stages they were going to do or what all it was going to entail, but it was like a nonstop show. They paused to do like a talk maybe 3 times, I think, and that's like it. It's just constant music after the other, and I was like, oh my god, this is great. I'm going to perish.
Like I said earlier, you guys, it was a freaking onslaught. It just never let up. The concert literally just barreled forward. It was amazing. I keep saying concert, knowing it was a showcase, and it was one hell of a showcase. All right, what were your 2 most favorite moments?
Of course, Michael Taman Jackson is like number one. Oh God, he started, and I just tears when he started doing Sayonara Hitori. I was like crying in tears because I love that freaking song, and it's like you never hear the Japanese songs or any kind of relation to them over here on this side.
Yep.
So he's obviously my first. I was gonna, I love Baekhyun, but I think Kai's got to be number 2. Kai has to be second. I'm like, I was like battling, and then Kai came on and he did the thing, and I was like, okay, never mind, bye.
Legitimately, I was concerned because when they were doing the order of songs and whatnot, I thought that he was going to come up next after Taeyong solo, but they ended up doing Dangerous Woman, which was insane. And it's a good thing they left Kai for last in terms of solo stages. Because I've heard the song before, I've heard Confession before, but like no one pays attention to the lyrics.
Yeah, no.
We're mesmerized by the fact that this man has on a blazer and no shirt.
It took me a while to realize he had no shirt on because I wasn't trying to pay attention to the body. I was just staring at his face like, yes, give me all the facial expressions and the musicality and everything. And then he did a thing and the jacket opened and I went, dear Lord Jesus, help me.
Chocolate abs. Just chocolate. Just
it was there. I'm like, why don't you have a shirt on?
His torso is so long. He worked so hard for those chocolatey abs.
I know, but I need him to have a shirt on just to save my life.
So overall, you would say that the showcase, without a doubt, impressed you more than you thought it would?
Yes. Hands down, yes it was. Yes, it did.
And that's Best Friends Recap. That's great. All right, just some closing thoughts. First off, I gotta give a shout out to my Patreon patrons, the student body and the scholars who totally support my aspirations of becoming your favorite Korean music historian, exploring all the industry from A to Z, a real thing. So if you are interested in becoming a patron or supporting more of my content, you can go to patreon.com/multifacetedacg. And for just $1 a month, you are able to help make sure that I have cough drops after concerts when I want to give recaps. Also, for those of you who are Twitter users, if you want to see the full concert thread from last night, you can go to @Jinju, so JINJU, Hallyu, HALLYU, Fever, FEVR. And it's a picture of me with a red shirt on with my mascot, Mac the Macguala, and it's an insane thread. It really is. I don't even know how many tweets are in it, but it's a blast. And there's a long tradition of me doing that with my fans. So a couple final thoughts. Oh my God. Kai doing Confession is the most horrifying, terrifying, delightful thing in the world. It's offensive. It's dirty. It's magical. Everyone should see it live in person. No Manners is my favorite song from the entire SuperM album, and the choreography for that was every fiber of dangerous for a Taeyong fan that you could not imagine. There's no way I would have imagined that the choreography would have went in the direction it did for him, and it's fried into my corneas. I love it. They were high energy the entire time. They were genuinely in awe and shocked about the attendance and the noise level of everyone there. Mark was the one who gave us the factoid that they are the third act to ever do anything in the Dickies arena. And then they were laughing at the fact that it was called Dickies. And they're like, well, we should give it a different name. And they're like, well, we're in Dallas and it's Dickies, so the double D's. And like, even the translator had to laugh. He also kind of made a jab at the translator for a brief moment. One of the members said something in Korea, and he turns and he looks. He's like, well, we're supposed to have a translator, but I'll just do it for myself. And we all started screaming. The translator, she just wasn't ready at the moment. That's all. But they didn't need her, because the English-speaking members always step up in that capacity to share. I need to rest my vocal cords, but I had to give this to you all. And there's far more enthusiasm in the Twitter thread. You don't even have to be a Twitter user to be able to see the thread if you really want to go through it and just have a howling good time of laughter. Because threads are publicly accessible. I don't hide them. So yeah, that's it. Like, I'm excited for others to see it. I'm excited to see formal video. There were massive cameras there from Capital and SM just to get quality visuals and whatnot. I can't wait to see some really clean edits of everything. And I can't wait to see some of the fan videos. There was a lot of fan service. And just we're witnessing history. And although there's a financial reason for this being so great and mattering, one thing that I really think is important to take sight of is the fact that I feel like this group was built around supporting these gentlemen, but especially Taeyong. I'm sorry, not Taeyong, Taemin, Lord have mercy. Giving him a unit around him. He's been in the industry for well over a decade, and there's always been him and his brothers and SHINee. And since they're all enlisted and he's not, this gave him something else to aspire towards, something else to give him energy and passion and hopes towards. So I think there was a really real thing for that. And I'm looking forward to seeing the evolution of the group. I am invested. There's no denying it. And I hope you can get behind them too. I'm a SuperM supporter. And maybe you'll become one too. Who knows? All right, everyone. I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye, y'all.